Subscribe to the Mystic Vibrations Shock of the Hour program today and never miss another episode. The Shock of the Hour is a Radio Anu exclusive program produced every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. By now, I am sure that you are aware that all our programs are packed with information, inspiration, mystic vibrations, as well as hot button topics. Every evening we enter into a different dimension, even if it is a part 2 of the previous program, whether it's history or mystery, biology or philosophy, domestic affairs or the locks of your hair. The mystic vibration is sure to bring something new and interesting to the table every evening. So never miss another episode again. Subscribe to the Shock of the Hour now. And don't forget your key Swahili word of the day and your daily scientific fact. So, to subscribe, give us an email, priestisaac27@gmail.com, or call or WhatsApp us today. Area code 1268-728-3162. The Shock of the Hour. Never miss another program. And a special note to all our new subscribers. All our new subscribers will receive a special copy of the DVD documentary, full length, The Night of the Black Tiger, The Divinity of Marcus Messiah God. Do you understand what that song is saying, man? Blessed love, part of the manners. Give thanks again for returning, you know. I mean, this is something else, man. This is something else. And this is not the subject, but just keeping your head above water, making a wave when you can, temporary laid off. Making a wave when you can, temporary layoffs. Good times, easy credit and rip off. Oh man. Good times, scratching and surviving. Scratching and surviving. Time, hanging in a jar. Good times, ain't we lucky we got 'em. Good times, hanging in and jiving. And ain't we lucky we got 'em. Good times. All right. Anyway, give thanks for returning. As I said I would return in a few moments just to give you a next rundown here. I'm not going to stay too long again. This is almost like the first subject we did a few moments ago. We were just talking about the whole transgender vibration there. I was just giving you a little headline on the 8 people that they murdered for the year, the 8 transgender women, as they call them, that they murdered for the year. And I'm taking something out of the Guardian newspaper here that I think would be very important for you. Listen to this. LGBT, hold on there. What's going on here? You know they got their hands in everything here. LGBT tour operator receives death threats. I tell you, this thing is serious. Let me just get this here. It's taking a while to load. Right. Yeah. LGBT tour operator faces death threats over Ethiopia trip. You may say, what are you talking about? Religious groups in Ethiopia are urging authorities to ban a trip organized by US-based travel company that caters to gay men and lesbians. Okay, let me just read this for you. An LGBT tour operator has received death threats and hate messages on social media after launching a holiday to Ethiopia. Chicago-based good times. Chicago-based Toto Tours 16-day trip to Ethiopia is due to take place at the end of October and includes religious sites such as Deborah Burhan Selassie. If I'm not mistaken, that should be the mountains of the light of the Holy Trinity in Gondar. Of course, my Ethiopian and Amharic speaking brothers and sisters could correct me if I'm wrong. And the ancient cave monasteries in the mountains of Lalibela. But religious groups in the country are urging the Ethiopian government to ban the company from visiting religious sites, warning that gay travelers could face violence. Ethiopia has strict anti-gay laws, give thanks for that, with homosexual acts punishable by up to 15 years in prison. Just that, according to the Article 629 of the Ethiopian Criminal Code. This applies to both nationals and foreigners. Speaking at the press conference on Monday, Dereje Negash, vice chairman of Celeste Meret United Association and Ethiopian Orthodox Church Organization, said that gay travelers with Toto Tours will be damaged by they could even die if they visit Ethiopia. Toto Tours are wrong to plan to conduct a tour to our religious and historic places, he said. Okay, I ain't gonna read too much more of that. I'm in total agreement. I'm in total agreement. This is some serious stuff. Now you see, this is real crazy. You got to understand, you live in a world. Now I'm a tour guide. I am a tour guide. You know, and you may say, boy, you're shooting yourself in the foot business-wise here. Oh, I ain't gonna shoot myself, but trust me, if I gotta lose business, I don't care. This is a war going on here. What I'm saying, now we live in a society that gay people are all around you. Homosexuals, I mean, this stuff is mushroom now. You know what I mean? Like the atomic bomb, the cloud, it has mushroomed. And if you do banking, I mean, if you go and buy a car, if you fly in a plane, I mean, even if you eat in a restaurant, which I wouldn't encourage you to do, the point is you're going to encounter, you take a taxi cab, you go on a bus, you on a ship. I mean, wow, you're taking a special class for something, you never know. And sometimes you know that people around you are into this stuff. So technically, in the world that you interact with, listen to me good, in this world that you have to interact with people, it's almost like money. You know, some people, they're so dread they don't want to touch money. But unless you're somewhere, in Entoto Mountains amongst the berries and the trees and the honeybees and all of that, you're going to have to interact with a certain system. You're going to have to touch paper. You're going to have to touch the plastic. There are things that you just have to go through when you're in a certain space and time. And this is the time and this is the space for a lot of weird things to take place. Let's just put it that way. And as I said in that previous video, because Google, YouTube is really set now, and they have some new rules that they just brought out. Some of you that are not in the know, and those of you in the know, you should check it out. They have some new rules. They're kind of clamping down on the hate speech. I've had videos banned because of hate speech, when I know I wasn't speaking no hate to nobody. I was just talking the truth. But you see, the enemy hates the truth. So it comes to them like this hate speech, and we didn't say nothing about hating nobody. And even if we did hate, we didn't say we hate nobody. We just said, hey, it's love. We love our own people. I ain't doing this to mock nobody or try to get in nobody's way. I'm trying to show my people the truth and trying to wake up those who are sleeping. Because I'm saying now, I do tours. Sometimes I have 100 people on the tour. You mean to tell me I've never done a tour where a homosexual was on the tour? I'm sure I have. I'm almost sure I have. I do cooking classes. You mean to say I never had a cooking class where somebody in the cooking class was queer? I'm sure I have. I am sure I have. I've done different things, lectures. I mean, I know that there are gay people that have come to the lectures. I'm sure of this. I'm sure. But if I'm having a tour now, if you're going to tell me that you have a gay group, like this is like open now, in the open, this ain't I wonder if, or this fella here, I always suspect, or he is here, I think, this ain't think, suspect, or wonder. You have a group now, a gay group contacting you, 50 fellas strong or 25 fellas strong or 50 lesbians, whatever, and they contact you now as a tour guide in Ethiopia and telling you they want to come and, visit Lalibela sacred churches. Now, obviously, again, there's thousands or hundreds of thousands of people that visit, maybe millions that visit Lalibela every year, and Axum every year, and all the sacred spaces every year, and the pyramids every year. These sacred places have become corrupted. You just got to believe this. In the ancient time, these people wouldn't even be coming close. But now these are tourist spots. UNESCO has stepped in. That's what happened when these fellas take over your stuff. UNESCO World Heritage Site. You can't tell no faggot they can't come around here. This is UNESCO running the show. This is human rights. So they have the right to come where they want to come. So you better be sure that anything you have that's sacred, that has been opened to the public, you don't know it has been defiled, like it or not. You just got to accept that. So Lalibela Temple has been defiled. I don't mean the pictures of Jesus on the wall. I mean, sodomites have passed through. Rapists have passed through. But I mean, if a group of rapists say that we are Rapists United, and 15 of us want to come to Ethiopia and come and sit down in the pews of Lalibela Church, what do you want to tell me? I'm not right to tell them, hey, we ain't entertaining that. We're not entertaining that. In the same way, a group of homosexuals talking about they're setting a field trip or a trip to come to the Holy Land, to come into the holy place. And they say they want to get a picture of the Ark of the Covenant. What do you think? By right, I think we have the right to say, no, we ain't entertaining that neither. Not because they may get killed. We ain't looking out for maybe the Ethiopian authorities are looking out for their best interests. Well, give thanks for his humane heart, or their humane hearts. but we're looking out for the interests of us as a people. You can't encourage them things there. That's my point. And keep in mind, I'm keeping it balanced too. Because the reality is you live in a world where that's what's going on. Some of the people you go and shop with, some of these supermarkets that you go and buy your groceries in, man, the owner of it is a flying, yeah. Some of these places you go and get your gas for your car, you buy your clothes and your shoes, and whatever it is you go and pick up out there in the world, you better know. You know, some of these dignitaries that you sit with, you know, and yeah, I was with the mayor today, and I was in the governor's mansion. Yeah, you don't even know what's going on in the mansion when you hear it's called a mansion. You know? A mansion. When you're gone, you don't even know what him and the other fellas are doing in the mansion. Yeah, and that's just how it is. That's just how it is. So this is again, this is a battlefield and this is war. So you can't lose yourself in this battlefield. You can't just go haywire because you make yourself look funny. The point is you interact with these people daily. From you do business, you do buying and selling. If you're just around, you better know you interact with these kind of people daily. Some of them you don't even know if they're men or women, but you interact with them daily. But that's a bit different than they openly now coming out and saying 30 of us, 50 of us, we're pooling our resources together, we're chartering a plane, and we want to come and visit the palace of the emperor of Ethiopia and take a picture on the bed. No, we'll be closed that day. Well, we'll come whenever you're coming, we'll be closed that day. But there's another group coming, we'll be closed for you that day. The other group can come. Yeah, if it was me, for sure. As I said, I'm a tour guide. And trust me, you can't come to me and openly tell me that a group of gay people want to come to me for me to carry them amongst the sacred rocks. I refuse to do that. I don't care what I refuse to do that. I mean, in the first place, why on earth would I want to even entertain you? I refuse to do that. So I totally back the Ethiopian government for telling these people, hey, it's better you stay away. I don't know. This is up to date news, you know. So I don't know what this is the 6th of June. I don't know what the international bodies now will say, the United Nations and Human Rights Department. I don't know what they're going to say about this. Because, of course, you know, they're going to jump in and say, well, you know, you're violating the rights. The people want to come and see, you know what I mean? They're going to want to come and kiss Lalabella's cross, the cross that Lalabella held. They're going to want to come and kiss that up. And you know, well, maybe you don't know. In fact, it's good if you don't know what these fellas were kissing before they came and kissed the cross. This is how sick the thing is getting, eh? Real sick. But anyway, as I said in the previous subject, these are things that I think we need to highlight because this is getting real out of hand and it is our children. Some of us as adults too, but our children, you got to guard your children's mind. Don't just make them, understand what's going on in the world. Get their psychological state intact. Because if you're not careful, you may say you are against this, but passively you are humbling yourself to a culture that is being created. So then all of a sudden, well, I'm not into that, but hey, everybody's into what they're into. You see, now you're gone. You see what happened now? You're not into that, but everybody's into what they do. Well, I can't be upset with that, you know, if that's the life they want to choose. Imagine that. As I was saying about the transgender business, a person that's born a man, male, they are male. I don't care what they do. They could have chopped off the phallic, chop off the head, dig out the eye, cut off an ear. I don't care what you cut off. Even if you change your heart and put in the heart of a donkey, man, you can't tell me that you've changed from one gender to the next gender. All the weave don't make a difference. All the this and that, don't do nothing. They have fellas that dress up like that and they didn't chop off nothing. And as I said in the other video, I mean, they even refer to them as she's. Come on, man. And that's the psychological problem. That's the psychological trap. And our young people are growing up in this world. So anyway, those who want to flag the video, do what you want. Those who want to report it, because I know Google, YouTube will, anything they report and flag, they take time to sit and watch it, you know. And as soft as I brought this, because I'm doing this as soft as I can, you know. I'm purposely doing it as soft as I can. And I know some of you going, oh, come on, priest, burn the fire. Don't care about them. Don't care about what? As if when they make their move, you'll be there to assist me to do anything. You ain't gonna be nowhere around. You're gonna knock me a Peter. You're gonna knock me the other disciples in Gethsemane. You're gonna run away. You are going to run away and deny me. So don't tell me what to say. I've done, as you know, I've done several videos on these subjects, and within a daytime they're gone. Disappear. Sometimes I'm surprised they don't take down the abortion videos. But they know how to handle those. They keep the views like minimal. The abortion videos. They know what they're doing, man. You know. But this is why I always encourage people to subscribe to the Shock of the Hour. You know, getting the Shock of the Hour, we go more in depth with this, but that ain't placed on YouTube or Facebook. You know, that's in our archives. That's our nightly program that we do, the Shock of the Hour, where we go more in depth, you know. And then you get the real detail. As I said, that video, that audio that we did on the transgender regrets. Anyone that want a copy of that, once you email me, I send you a copy of it one time. You don't have to pay for that or anything. But you should subscribe to the Shock of the Hour. As I said, that's only $50 a month. And you get the program each and every night coming straight into your inbox, the Shock of the Hour. But anyway, I don't want to speak no more about that. I mean, that is disgusting. I pray the people of Ethiopia keep strong. Just
Michael,
looking out
it's
the
getting
window.
late. You better get ready for bed.
Oh, but Mom, it's Saturday night. I want to watch the horror movie.
Those movies aren't good for you, Michael. You know they give you nightmares.
Mom, Michael's been sleeping in the same bed with JJ for 10 years. If that didn't give him nightmares, nothing will.
Well, Michael, you heard your mother. Get moving.
Oh, Daddy, but I want to watch the Wolf Man.
You don't get to bed, you're going to watch the Belt Man.
Yeah, but Daddy, can't I just stay up till his knuckles get hairy?
Alafia to each and every one. Salamta and blessed love. Honorable Priest Isaac here. It is with great joy that I am happy to announce to you that I have officially released my first ebook, Anno Ancient and Modern Revisited. This is the continuation process of our easy-to-read books. Within the pages of Anno Ancient and Modern Revisited, we take the time to show you the spiritual connection with the island of Antigua and Heliopolis in Kemet in Egypt, with the island of Antigua and the legendary continent of Atlantis. We also highlight Green Castle Hill, also known as Mount Anu, which is known as the Stonehenge of the Caribbean, with the countless of megaliths that align with the movements of the heavens. This is a must-read for all those who are students of the esoteric realms, astronomy, geology, and ancient sites. Of course, to get a copy of your book, all you have to do is to contact us at area code 1268-728-3162. Call, text, or even WhatsApp. Or you can email us at priestisaac27@gmail.com to get a copy of your ebook, Anno Ancient and Modern. It is an easy to read book, may appear light, but it is extremely heavy. Yes, it does.
On the northeastern corner of the Caribbean island chain sits the gem of the West Indies, Santa Maria de la Antigua. Antigua, renowned for its sun, sea and sand. It has also become famously known as the Stonehenge of the Caribbean. Situated between the villages of Jennings, Ebenezer and Bendel's stands Greencastle Hill, 596 feet of volcanic rocks and lemongrass. These volcanic rocks, which are too numerous to tally, naturally protrude out of the hill and are arranged to correspond to the astronomical clock, the solstices, the equinoxes, and the movements of the stars. This has been confirmed by Dr. Maura Imbert, an astroarchaeologist who conducted a study of several keystones on Greencastle Hill. I have visited Stonehenge in England and have seen for myself the methods utilized by the government and people of that nation to incorporate Stonehenge as a part of its economical development through tourism. Infrastructure has been built around the monument, parking lot, museum, and even a restaurant. And of course, thousands flock to the site during the solstices and equinoxes, and millions visit each year. If preserved, developed, and marketed properly, Greencastle Hill, the Stonehenge of the Caribbean, could attract millions as well, in numbers of persons as well as in dollars and pounds. It will provide employment as well as career opportunities for Antiguans, and it would add to the value and appreciation of Antigua internationally. Greencastle Hill has been used for decades as a site for the creation of aggregates and building materials. As it is already a national park, we as a nation should seriously consider Greencastle Hill and preserve it and utilize it, for it is our national treasure and a sacred hill. The nations and nature will applaud us for such action.